Hi everyone, how are you? I'm going to go down to pattern focus, but in just a second. Pattern-collections.com is where you want to be. We don't use an app. I'm just on the website. And we're going to go down here and remind you that this PayPal button is available to you. If you want to make a donation to help make this website run, just anything will help. A monthly donation will be awesome. I'm just reminding you that it's here. I don't remind you every day. I just remind you on Mondays. Like I said, 2020 was a tough year. Who knows what 2021 is going to bring? However, I do know that as of the time I'm recording this, that Ina is still in poor health, and so I suspect that every penny that she can get toward running the website would really help her out. She's not asked me to do this, but I do this of my own volition because, you know, what she does here on this website is amazing. All of the resources that are available here, and to do it ad-free is just mind-blowing to me. So I just wanted to bring that up again because it's Monday. Now we're going to go down here and we're going to move on from trees to candles for this week. And yes, I'm still doing December pattern focus. That's just how this month is going. Flamed flower is where I'm going to be. Isn't this pretty? This is just stunning. I love that. And so step outs for this is we're going to do two sort of rice petal-like shapes going up and down, and then those same shapes going outward. And then from those in the corner, we're going to do that same sort of petally like shape, but just the top part of it. So imagine that shape was coming all the way into the center, okay? But you just get that top part, right? And then on each one of these, we're going to do a little bit of a sort of an aura, right like that. And then coming from the middle, we're going to come out. This kind of arm goes between this aura and here, and it comes up past there. You see that? So this aura is kind of big here, and then this arm comes up and past the end of this. Okay? That's so that we can end up making this sort of flame shape by connecting this to this. Does that make sense? We're going to do that on all of the petals, the inner ones and the outer ones. So this one's, the outer ones, you'll see it kind of comes up and then connects. And then that is the main pattern. And then for her sample, she also drew some leaves, which I think are awesome. So that's what we're going to do. I've picked a nice bright red piece of paper to draw on today. What I do want to do is I want to mark the center of my paper. Not that I will follow the thing, but I just want to mark the center of my paper. I'm just going to make a little tiny mark where the two cross. That's the middle of my page. And I want to just kind of think about what size I want these petals to be. And what direction. I actually think I want to make them not that way. I think I want them to be slightly askew from center, like that. And then your other ones will be this way. So I am making like an 8 pie, but I'm not making the arm go to the middle. I'm kind of making the middle of that go to the middle. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to put my petals in general in this manner. That's just sort of to give myself a little visual guideline of where I want to go. Can you see that? You can kind of see that. It's not exactly how that's going to go, but that's close. So I want to come across this line and make it about half with my pen, which I want. Trying to find my pen. There we go. So I'm going to do a rice-like shape that way. Oh, I didn't make it big enough. Fudge puppy. I wanted it much bigger. Why did I make it so small? I don't rightly know. Okay, let's try again. Let's start from the top. Little spot. A little spot. So now I want there. And there. There and there. Okay, let's try this again. From the middle, I want a rice-like shape. The first one wasn't quite as petally as the other ones. I like the other ones better, but that's okay. And then coming out here, this petal shape. And I'm not sure why I even bothered with lines because I didn't follow any of them. No idea. Mine always look more organic than the step out. Always. There's that part. And then for these ones, they come out from here and they go past that. these will come up past that. And then down. Like that. That's the base of this pattern. I want some leaves. Like so. Not overly happy with my leaf. We'll just put another one in there. Fill the space. That's a little better. I want lots of leaf. Apparently I want lots of leaf. Okay, I'm happy with that. This is, what was it called, flame flower? I didn't leave myself much room to sign it, but there we go. And now I'm going to color. I'm in a coloring mood today. I use my Castle Arts coloring pencils. Whoops. Everybody always wants to know what I'm using. It's the Castle Arts colored pencil set. Big 72 set that I bought some time ago. Haven't hardly used them. I'm going to use these. I'm going to use some of these greens in here. And then I like the color palette that she used on this. So I am going to highlight the red and use some reds and the oranges and maybe a little bit of the yellows. I'm going to actually start with the greens, I think. I want a super light leafy green, because I think it'll contrast nicely with the red paper. It's actually not green enough. Kind of looks yellow on this paper. That's all right. We'll do this as a base coat for all my leaves. And then I'll come in with another color. No one says it has to be all one color. If my phone goes off in the middle of drawing, it's because my husband will be telling me that my friend is here dropping off her dog. We are pet sitting this weekend. Yes, you're seeing this on a Monday, but I'm drawing on a Friday. So we are going to be pet sitting, and she's not supposed to be here for another hour, but I suspect that her timeline is not always accurate, so She may be here sooner. So if you hear my phone go off, that's probably going to be it. I will not abandon you. I will continue to finish what I'm doing, but I usually turn off my sounds for my phone and stuff while I'm out here. But I want to know when she gets here. That's a good base. Good base for my leaves. Oops, you are very far away. But it kind of looks yellow. It's not the greenest green. So we're going to go with a little bit brighter of a green. This one's called leaf green. It needs to be sharpened. There we go. Let's try this. Oh, that's better. Much better. Leave that yellowy green in the background. It's showing through, but that's a better light leafy green. I like that better. I might as well do a question from my book while I'm coloring. Get that out of the way. Book says, if you could be a student of any university in the world right now, where would you enroll? Been a long time since I've been in school. I think I would enroll I don't know where I would enroll. I don't want to leave. I don't want to move. I don't want to leave my area, so it would have to be a local school. Cal Baptist, maybe? Perhaps. I'm not sure. Let's do juniper green for the other leaf. Half. Ooh, that's a much darker green than that's not as green a green as I expected. See, the first one was too light and this one's too dark, but that's okay. We'll leave this dark in the background and we'll put a lighter on top. Because this one's looking kind of brown. And that's probably because this is a cool green rather than a warm green. The other one was a warmer green, had some yellow undertones. This one's got some more blue undertones, and since it's blue, the blue and the red together kind of make this sort of browny, purpley, grayed out tone. Color wheel, color theory. I'm not doing a very good job of it because this would look totally different on a white piece of paper. And I'm not remembering for some reason that I'm on a red piece of paper. And that my colors are going to look different on red than they do on white. On white, this green would be a completely different color. It'll be more like the tip of the pencil. But that's okay. I still enjoy coloring here. And then we'll just go a little bit lighter. Go back to this castle green and see. This is the same. Is this the same color I put on top of that one? No, it's not. It's a good green though. I like this green. Oops. Got a little carried away with my green. I colored my flower instead of my leaf. I just erase some of that. And then I think I'm going to come with a deep dark green, or maybe even a dark blue or purple, and make shadows on the leaf, because the flower would absolutely be casting a shadow onto these leaves. But do I want a green shadow, or do I think I want a purpley blue shadow? Okay, that's good. I want this one a little bit bigger. I'm going to go, I'm going to stay in the greens, but I'm going to go with this kind of a purpley green. Let's see what that does as a shadow. Oh yeah, that's a good shadow. And it looks different on the two different colors of green. That's perfect. Perfect. Nice shadow color. Okay, another question. If you could host a dinner party in any room in the world without having to clean up, where would you want to have it? Oh, excuse me. Ooh, any room in the world. Well, I just recently saw on a YouTube channel these people who spent the night in an aquarium. That would be cool. To have a dinner party in an unmanned, I don't know, not unmanned, but in a closed aquarium where the only people who are in there are the staff of the aquarium and you. That would be so cool. Set up the dinner party right there in that clear enclosure where the sharks swim over and around you. That would be awesome. Where else might I want to have a dinner party? I'd actually love to go to the Roxbury Hotel. I don't know if they have like a banquet room or anything there, but it seems like a fun place to go. All right, happy with that? Now we're going to use the inspiration from her sample. And I'm going to, not phone, I don't need the phone, thank you very much. I need where I was with this. I need that one. Okay, so she's got this area, this around the edge, the darkest red, and then she's done yellows and oranges in here. So let me get a nice vermilion, and it's not going to be much different than the color of the paper, but it's a little bit, I can see. So I'm just going to pop a little of that in here. Next question. If you could host a dinner party inviting any 4 people from history, who would you invite and where would the party take place? Let's see. I think I would want a poet, maybe Maya Angelou. Or Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman comes to mind. Maya Angelou came to mind right away. Einstein? And Ella Fitzgerald. Is that a weird combination of people? I think it might be. But that would be such a fun, eclectic group. I think that would be awesome. And where would it be? The Awani Hotel in Yosemite. That would be it. If you were to be married to someone who is famous now, who would you pick to be your new spouse? Ugh, that's a lousy question. I don't want a new spouse. And I certainly don't want a famous spouse. Ay, ay, ay. That's a terrible question. I don't know. They always ask me these kinds of questions, and I don't know. I don't follow famous people. I don't ever wish to have a different spouse. Just a tough question to answer all around, isn't it? Okay, so this yellow made this kind of a red, orangey kind of color. So I need a lighter, brighter yellow. Maybe this one, lemon yellow, around the edges. Yeah. I don't know. That's a horrible question. I like the next question better. If you had to be married to someone from the past who is no longer alive, who would you like it to be? Bob Ross. 100%. Bob Ross. He's my idol. My artistic idol. Okay, I like that. I want a little bit of orange, like a bright orange, down the middle. Okay, once again, they've gone into questions that I refuse to answer. They're inappropriate, so I'm not even going to ask the question. If you could arrange a rock concert with any 3 musicians or groups to play on the same bill, who would you invite? Amy Grant. I don't know, Amy Grant with I don't know names. I'm terrible at names. One of my Monto. Amy Grant. Chris Tomlin. And Mandisa. I had to look up top Christian artists because I can't remember names of people. So that would be my top 3 to perform together. That would be fun. All right. There we go. I think I'm done. I feel like I want a little depth though. I'm going to grab my brush pen And I'm going to give myself a little bit of line weight differentiation with some of these lines for the leaves, but not all of them. Some of these just need something else. But not all of them. Okay, that's better. And it needs a little darker right in the middle. There we go. That's what it needed. It needed a little something. So I gave it a little something. All right, you guys have a great day. I will see you on the next video, which is going to be CPT lesson number 7. So I hope you've been practicing your line weight and your shapes and playing with your different line styles. Hope you've been doing that. And I will see you on the next video. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.